From the Amazon rainforest to Machu Picchu, Peru holds endless beauty and is rich with archaeological sites. But it is also home to millions of people living in poverty. Many of those remember Monsignor Roberto, as they called Pope Leo, as a man who defended those who have nothing.
He does have a vision for the church.
Father Anthony Benedetto Pizzo knows Pope Leo well. The two have been friends since they first envisioned joining a religious order in college at Villanova University in Pennsylvania.
Discerning whether or not we would go on to profess our vows and eventually getting ordained priests, and here we are.
Augustinian brothers on a mission to bring Catholicism to the masses. Together, they worked in Chicago and in Peru.
And we wind up serving that area where it's poor, giving them quality education. We built a school in our vicariate, San Agustin. There was something about Robert Prevost, now Pope Leo, that impacted people to say, I trust this guy. He's intuitive. He listens well. He's attentive to you when you talk.
He may not agree, but he respects. In Peru, people turn to Catholicism and to vocations in the church because of him.
They know that they're missionaries because they're reaching out to people and to communities that are hungry and are thirsty, to realize that they have a purpose, to know that they're loved.
And that mission continues long after Pope Leo left Peru. The faith he built and spread remains strong. In his former diocese in Chiclayo, children celebrated his election in the square.
Our brothers there are so elated that the guy who was there to help form them, to help form the diocese as we know it in Chulucanas, to help form them in their religious vocation, is now the Roman Pontiff. He's our global leader.
Con esta nueva designación de nuestro Santísimo Padre, es una alegría inmensa como peruano y como partícipe de aquella cotidiana y trabajo que hizo en provincia, en Chiclayo y en Piura una parte. Yo soy piurano y le estamos agradecidos con este Santo Padre.
Estoy muy contenta de nuevo, Papa.
And as everyone watched in shock as he walked out on the balcony as Pope, they also admit they're not surprised.
When we think about Robert Francis Prevost, currently Pope Leo XIV, in a sense we're not overly surprised, but we're delighted and we're blessed. This one right here, when he first came into Genazzano.
And Father Tony feels incredibly blessed to have visited the Shrine of Our Lady of Good Counsel in Genazzano, Italy, with a group of Augustinians after the Pope's election. Much to their surprise, Pope Leo came walking up the stairs to pray with them.
This was his first trip outside of Rome, decided to visit the Madonna of Good Counsel and to say a prayer there like his predecessors did. So not only were we privy to this, but we prayed with him. Then we went into the monastery and spent about an hour together, just talking, gabbing.
And planning a Mass the following day at the tomb of St. Peter.
This was his first Mass with Augustinians. It was Sunday morning, which was Good Shepherd Sunday. It was also my 41st anniversary. He said something to me that caught me off guard. He came up to me and he congratulated me, he gave me a fraternal hug, and he said, would you like to preside? And I said, no, you'll preside. I'm going to sit here in the background with the rest of our brothers here.
The Holy Father, with all of the responsibility of a global church, remembered his friend Father Tony's anniversary.
When I left Rome at 6 a.m. to return to Chicago, I did text him, and I thanked him for the gift that he gave me on Saturday and Sunday. When I got off the plane, he answered me in the text. Truly, what a wonderful gift and blessing. That's all I can say. God is good.